Welcome, one and all, to the 7th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, proudly presented to you by PWC Pro Wrestling Central. I am, of course, your host, the CEO of PWC, your boy Nashville, and I'm dressed quite dapper for the occasion. This is, of course, the 7th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards. This means this is the 7th consecutive year we have done this. We've taken it quite far. I'm so proud, I'm so happy, and I'm happy that all of you guys who voted and participated in our annual year-end tradition at the end of every year, we allow you, the fans, to vote on what you think was the best and the worst of pro wrestling in that particular year. This year, of course, being 2023. Like the slogan of Pro Wrestling Central says, it is for the people, by the people. That's why you guys have the power. You guys had the decision to vote. And I'd like to thank each and every one of you, who voted. And now I'm going to present the awards based on the majority votes. But before that, we do have some other awards to hand out. So just bear with us and we're going to get to the awards that you guys voted for. So yes, this is basically like if the Oscars and the Razzies were merged together for pro wrestling. That's what this basically is. So without any further ado, guys, let's get right into it. Let's get into the official results and this here, the official awards presentation show for the year 2023. And let's begin it off with some, every year we have to take a second to honor those who have either, retired from the pro wrestling business or in a more unfortunate circumstance have passed on and left this world and left behind their legacy in the world of professional wrestling. And we like to do that by handing out our honorary awards. So without any further ado, let us present the honorary awards for 2023. We're going to start off with some of the retirements. So these are the pro wrestlers or figures within the world of professional wrestling that have unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, fortunately or unfortunately retired in this year 2023. The first name is Ginny, the wife of Gunther. Some of you may not know her. She was a part of NXT UK when the NXT UK brand launched. She was part of the NXT UK women's division a couple of years ago. So that would be Ginny. She's been wrestling actively since 2015 until retiring this year. Second name would be a wrestler who is known as one of the favorites of one of our, I could say this, our legal bald eagle. Some of you may know him. His name is Jeremy. And one of his favorite pro wrestlers that retired this year, Booker T, the five-time WCW champion. He also has his fave 5, Shucky Ducky Quack Quack. Booker T, Harlem Heat, we're coming for you! 1986 till 2023, official retirement this year. Some of you may know this next name from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Talking about none other than Keiji Muto from 1984 till this year 2023. And the last notable retirement of this year comes from a certain, you guys who are just WWE fans may know him as the Funkasaurus, otherwise known as Tyrus, aka Brodus Clay. He was wrestling from the year 2006 and retired officially this year. I guess he decided it was time. It wasn't working out for him. So, Tyrus Brodus Clay. Next up, we are going to present some of the, this one I can say rather unfortunate honorary awards for wrestlers who have unfortunately passed on and left us in the year 2023. So if you are a tearjerker, you might want to get a handkerchief or a face cloth for this next one. Let's start it off with the very first unfortunate and most shocking passing one of the most shocking passings of the year 2023 in January, Jay Briscoe, from 1984 to 2023. Very shocking, especially after the amazing trilogy of matches that the Briscoe brothers had with FTR in 2022. Damn. Mark Briscoe must be gutted, but such is life. And here's another one. Limmering Lanny Poffo from 1954 until 2023. Some of you may know him as the brother of the late great Randy Savage. Ooh yeah! That guy, this was his brother. He was also a part of the WWF at the time, Not sure exactly how long. I wasn't really watching wrestling back then in the 90s or the 80s, whenever this was, but that's the brother of also the late great Randy Savage, who unfortunately passed away in the year 2011. Still waiting for that induction. I'm not sure if he was inducted or not. Then we have the father of everybody's favorite old wrestler, the guy who basically spearheaded the launch of TNA wrestling, Total Non-Stop Action Wrestling. This is Jeff Jarrett's father, Jerry Jarrett, from 1942 until 2023. Jerry Jarrett, also a spearhead figure behind pro wrestling in 2002, the TNA revival at least. Then we have Bushwhacker Butch, one half of the Bushwhackers from the WWF New Generation era, I think it was, from 1944 till 2023. Bushwhacker Luke must be missing right now. Bushwhacker Butch. Another big passing this year, Superstar Billy Graham, from 1943 till 2023. This guy, man, legend. This guy actually was one of the role models for Hulk Hogan. Everyone knows who Hulk Hogan is. Superstar Billy Graham was the role model of Hulk Hogan. In fact, Hulk Hogan has said on numerous interviews, not only was this man influential in his career, but also is a guy who he modeled himself after. Then we have another one from the WWF Golden Era, and a little bit before that as well, the Iron Sheik, from 1942 until 2023. Another one of the big names in pro wrestling history was this man right here, the Iron Sheik. If you don't know who this is, get on to Google and Google this guy. Absolute legend. And I mean that in every sense of the word. Then we had another shocking one in the form of Droz. You know, the paralyzed wrestler, the guy who was a former football player, became a pro wrestler. Born 1969 until 2023, went from American football to pro wrestling and unfortunately got paralyzed. And, you know, I don't know if later in life he regained some of the feeling in some of his, but he was paralyzed for most of his life. All four feelings in all four of his limbs were gone. Sad life, but a guy who needs to be honored because he's a huge figure in wrestling, whether you want to believe it or not. Then we got someone from another one of the New Generation era, back when pro wrestling, of WWF I should say, were just doing the cartoon gimmicks. Mantor, from 1968 till 2023. Mantor. Just a weird gimmick from the putrid mind, brain, whatever you want to call it, of Vince McMahon. Like, I don't want to go there. Then there's another big one. Terry Funk, from 1944 till 2023. This man retired more times than anyone and never lost his funk. Terry Funk, huge name. I think a good friend of Mick Foley. You guys should really Google this guy if you don't know who he is. He was also part of WrestleMania 14, I believe. I forget the name of the match. It was something to do with the dumpster. I don't know if it was a dumpster match or something like that. But Google WrestleMania 14 and tap on this guy's name. You'll know what I'm talking about. And the next one is General Adnan, 1939 till 2023. 2023 really kicked us hard in the you-know-what with deaths. Like this one, another one from the golden era, I think it was. Golden era, early new generation era. WrestleMania, was it 7? The Gulf War, Hulk Hogan versus Sergeant Slaughter. I Want My Country Back happened right after that. General Adnan was the guy who was backing Sergeant Slaughter in those in that storyline, that feud. Now, there's one name missing from the honorary awards. You may have noticed it. I left him out on purpose because this award was voted on by you guys, and I think he deserves his very own award. And this year, just like last year, you guys got to vote on the Lifetime Achievement Award. And I think it's very fitting who you guys voted for. So, he deserves his very own awards. The winner or the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award for the year 2023 goes to Bray Wyatt from 1987 till 2023. This, I think I would be understating that it was probably one of, if not the single biggest loss, death, whatever you want to call it, of the year 2023. Shocked, waves rippled, no words can just encapsulate the loss of this man right here, Bray Wyatt. No one expected it. We all knew he was a bit sickly, but we didn't expect that news that was unwelcomed. That's why Bray Wyatt gets the Lifetime Achievement Award for the year 2023, and well deserved at that. Now, let's lighten the mood a little bit. Now that we've got the heavy stuff out of the way, let's lighten the mood with presenting the award for LOL Moment of the Year 2023 as voted for by you guys in the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards. And the winner is the WWE Fastlane Press Conference 2023 segment with Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. If you have not seen that, go to WWE on YouTube, search up the Fastlane 2023 press conference and watch that segment with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. I don't know I don't know if they were high on something, but just damn, that was a pretty funny segment, and I think deserves this award for LOL Moment of the Year. Now, moving on to the OMG Moment of the Year 2023 as voted for by you in the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, and the winner is Jey Uso pins Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank 2023. The first time Roman Reigns was pinned in, I think, 3 or 4 years. The last man to pin Roman Reigns before that was Baron Corbin, I believe. Also, in that list, you've got Braun Strowman, Eric Rowan, Redbeard. But for Jey Uso to end the constant winning streak of Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank by pinning him in a tag team match, that was historic. Moving on to, this one was contentious. It's the worst theme song of the year 2023 as voted for by you. Let's be honest, and let me just preface this a little bit. WWE has not been making some very good theme songs recently. Even the one that they used for Cody Rhodes wasn't even made by them. It was made outside of WWE by Cody Rhodes himself. And they brought it into WWE with them. It's licensed by Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has the right to use it as a theme song whenever he goes. Suits him perfectly, sums him up. But the music that WWE makes themselves hasn't been up to scratch since Jim Johnston left. I don't know why they let him go. I don't think he retired. I think they did release him, and I think they did him dirty. And I don't approve of that, but WWE does what WWE does, and now they're producing crappy theme songs for wrestlers such as Austin Theory, who you guys think deserved this award for the worst theme song of the year. Nasty. Just nasty. But with every negative, in the awards, there's always a positive, and we now present the best theme song of the year. And it goes to not a WWE wrestler, because like I was saying, WWE theme songs have sucked ass in recent years. So the winner of the best theme song of the year 2023, and this one's been going viral. You know who I'm talking about. Yeah, swerve when I drive, you know, swerve when I drive, you know, swerve when I drive, you know, swerve when I drive. Swerve Strickland wins the best theme song of the year 2023. Mainly, and I gotta think, his song rocks. His song is awesome, but I think the reason why now only gets the award and now it gets noticed is because of Prince Nana. Let's be honest, Prince Nana dancing to that award to that just adds to it. Like, just absolutely brilliant. So Swerve Strickland wins the award for best theme song of the year 2023. Moving right on along, speaking of wrestling promotions, the award for worst pro wrestling promotion of the year 2023, and it goes to, this was voted for by you guys, by the way, MLW, Major League Wrestling. I'll be honest with you, I have only watched, I think, one match ever from Major League Wrestling, and maybe one segment from Major League Wrestling. So I can't comment, and that was, I think, 2 years ago when I watched. I cannot comment on this, but again, this was voted for by you, not me. So you guys who voted know why you voted MLW as the worst pro wrestling promotion of the year 2023. The next one wasn't so shocking, because as we present now the best pro wrestling promotion of the year 2023, it's because this promotion has been, as much as the music sucks, their promotion has been giving us some really good storylines, angles, and matches as of late. You guys know who I'm talking about. You guys who voted know who I'm talking about. Of course, it's WWE. Let's be honest, ever since Triple H took over the creative helm, majority of it, WWE have been doing very well in producing some really good matches and storylines, so they earned the award for best pro wrestling promotion of the year 2023. And with that, we move on into the next award, which is for the worst pay-per-view or premium live event, in the case of WWE, of the year, as voted for by you guys in the 7th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards. And the award goes to AEW Full Gear 2023. I think this deserves to be here. I really do. Like, this makes so much of sense to me. This does make so much of sense. Like, what were they doing? What were they thinking? This pay-per-view, I don't even want to review it. It sucked. Major. And they do this, they keep doing this mid-2010 WWE mistake of stacking the card, and it still doesn't match up. Damn. On the contrary, presenting the best pay-per-view or premium live event of the year 2023, and the award goes to, as voted for by you guys, this deserves it, WWE Survivor Series 2023. Let's be honest, for a number of reasons, the 2 War Games match, the return of Randy Orton, the return of CM Punk, this pay-per-view over-delivered, and that's why it wins the best pay-per-view or event, premium live event of the year 2023. It deserves it. Then we move on to the worst storyline or feud of the year 2023, as voted for by you guys in the 7th annual Pro Wrestling Central Award, and the winner is, so the award goes to MJF versus Jay White. Nothing I need to say. Like, this, like, I don't know who thought this was a good idea, or this feud was gonna work, but it clearly just tanked. I was so thankful when it was over. It just wasn't working. Like, I wasn't buying into it. It wasn't believable. On the other hand, here we have the best storyline of feud of the year 2023 as voted for by you, and it goes to the Bloodline Civil War. Now, here's an example of a storyline or an angle that is booked right. This got us invested. This made us tune in every week. This made us want to watch the match on pay-per-view, and this gave us the greatest shock at the end with Jey Uso getting the pin on Roman Reigns, and then at SummerSlam, Jimmy Uso turning on Jey Uso, and we're probably going to get that Jey versus Jimmy match at WrestleMania. Uso versus Uso. That's a match it's a dream match I've had. I've wanted to see it for a while, and I'm glad we're getting it. So the Bloodline Civil War, best storyline, feud, angle, whatever you want to call it, of the year 2023. Now, in every storyline, in every feud, in every angle, there's also sometimes a best, or in this case, the worst promo segment of the year. And for 2023, it goes to, again, voted for by you guys, Uncle Howdy's reveal at the WWE Royal Rumble 2023. What was that? What was that Mountain Dew blackout match? What was that Uncle Howdy jumping? What was that neon color match? What was that? This deserves to be here because we still haven't got answers. I know they dropped the storyline because Bray fell ill and then unfortunately he passed away. But this sounds like something Vince McMahon would do, and it was going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. So, fortunately, Bo Dallas, who was Uncle Howdy by the way, you land in the worst promo segment of the year 2023. All due respect to Bray, but that storyline, nah. Here, on the other hand, is the best promo segment of the year 2023 as voted for by you, and the winner is Sami Zayn betrays the bloodline at WWE Royal Rumble 2023. Chef's kiss good. This is cinema. This is cinema at its best. Cinematic. Like that whole segment just blew us all away. We sat there, we watched it, we were just blown away by how beautiful that segment. That was a blow off segment. That was just best segment of the year 2023. And now we present the award for the worst chant or phrase or catchphrase of the year 2023. And it goes to What? Seriously, it's 2023. Next year is going to be 2024. Why are fans still doing this? Why? This is Stone Cold Steve Austin era 1999 till 2001. This is not 2001. It's not cool anymore. Okay, just get over it, people. Find something more interesting. You know how many times that has been in the worst chant or catchphrase of the year? Go back and look at our previous official awards results. This has been at least the third or fourth time, and we've been doing this for 7 straight years. Like 4 or 5 times at least this has been on the list for worst chant or catchphrase of the year. On the other hand, here's a fresh one. Best chant or catchphrase of the year 2023. I think I remember this one, and it's undisputed. The winner of the best chant or catchphrase of the year 2023 as voted for by you in the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards goes to... You know whose game with it? Is it? Well, everybody say it with me. L.A. Knight. Yeah. That's all I had to say. That's all I had to say. This is good stuff. That deserves it. That deserves it. I don't need to say anything more. You guys know. LA Knight, yeah. Now, there are some awards we're thinking of phasing out, and this might be actually one of the awards that we phase out maybe next year. If you guys don't want to see it phase out, comment down below. If you want to see it phase out, also comment down below that you want to see it go away. Worst Commentator of the Year award for the year 2023 goes to... You know, there always has to be someone, And unfortunately, this year it's Kevin Patrick. Nothing against the dude. Good commentator. Great guy. I think his Irish accent is not doing him any favors behind the commentary booth, especially with the American audience, and that is probably why Kevin Patrick wins the worst award for Commentator of the Year. Now, we're going to move on to, you know what's coming next. Best Commentator of the Year 2023 as voted for by you guys, and the winner is... Some will be happy, some will be unhappy, because there were some, I think, that voted against this guy, but majority voted for this man. It's not Michael Cole. It's Excalibur, the man in the mask. Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. AEW Dynamite Live on TBS. Have you ever heard him do the DraftKings thing in the middle of someone's entrance? This guy's good, man. He's good stuff. You can just rattle through... I honestly believe this guy probably was an auctioneer at some point in his life. He had to have been. He can do things so quickly, and he doesn't swallow his words. He enunciates, but he rattles through it so fast that he can get it done so quickly. Excalibur, great commentator. Apparently you guys thought so as well. That's why you voted him majority as the best commentator of the year 2023. Again, we're going to be phasing our commentator of the year next year. We're thinking about it. If you do want that, or if you don't want that, comment down below. Let us see what you think. Moving on to the worst newcomer or return of the year 2023. And the winner is... Scripts. Otherwise known as Reggie. This gimmick was never going to work. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. When I saw the vignettes, I was like, this is not going to be good. And then when he showed up with a mask, I was like, dude, come on. Seriously? Really? Really? It deserves to be. Nothing against Scripps, nothing against Reggie, but nah. Poor planning. What's that word from Chris Jericho? Stupid idea from bad creative. But you know what was not a stupid idea from bad creative? The winner of the best newcomer or return of the year 2023. And I think majority of you guys voted, so you know majority, and even if you didn't vote, I probably think you know who most people would have voted for in this category. The winner of the best newcomer or return of the year 2023 at the 7th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, as voted for by you guys, goes to... Obvious. Look in my eyes, what do you see? CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, the cult of personality. CM Punk wins the best newcomer or return of the year 2023. Seriously, if you didn't see this coming, even if you didn't vote, you probably should have. Like, again, this is not my choices, guys. The people who voted and participated in the votes voted. For the people, by the people. That's what I tell you guys to vote. If you didn't want this to happen, you should have majority voted for others, and you should have shared the ballot sheet and got other people to vote. And then maybe this wouldn't happen. But now we move on to the least improved individual of the year 2023 at the 7th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, as voted for by you guys. And the winner is... I mean, come on. It's obvious. Miro. What is this guy doing? I think we need our legal bald eagle Jeremy to do another Where in the World is Miro. Last time he did one, he said he was in the Matrix. Then we saw him at a pay-per-view. I can't remember which pay-per-view it was. Again, AEW is stacking up way too many pay-per-views that I can't keep up, nor can I remember which pay-per-view it was. But he beat somebody at the pay-per-view, and then I think it was Powerhouse Hobbs. I'm not entirely sure. And then Lana came out, and Miro thought she was a mirage, thought he was going insane, and then left the ring. And that was the last we saw of him, and last we saw of her. Very confusing. I'm still confused. I would like an explanation. Until then, Miro, least improved of the year 2003. You guys need to do something with him. You guys really need to do something with him so that he can, you know, not be the way he is. He left WWE for better opportunities, and now he's in AEW getting worse opportunities. It makes no sense. Most improved of the year 2023 is voted for by you at the 7th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, and the winner goes to... The winner is Dominic Mysterio. Like, this was undisputed. Majority votes. I think there was only one or two that voted not Dominic Mysterio, but the most voted for this guy. and it's well deserved. From last year Christmas, let's look at it. Last year Christmas, when he got arrested at the Mysterio's household, he spent a few hours in jail, got bailed out by the Judgment Day. His entrance at WrestleMania, his feud with his dad, Rey Mysterio, he's improved so much. People boo him out of the building. He gets the biggest heel reaction. That is what you want as a heel. He's doing his job perfectly, and that's why, as much as some people may hate him, you cannot deny that Dominic Mysterio is the most improved of the year 2023. Now, face and heel. Big dynamics in the world of pro wrestling. So we're going to start it off with the worst heel of the year 2023, and the winner is everybody's favorite celebrity, Logan Paul. Guy's a good heel. He does his job, but he's not the best. He's the worst at this. That's why he's here. Logan Paul, worst heel of the year 2023. On the other hand, you get heels who play their roles very well, and they become people that, you know, win the best heel of the year award because people love to hate them. And the winner for this award in this particular year of 2023 at the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, as voted for by you, goes to Dominic Mysterio, racking up the second straight consecutive award of the night. Dom. Most improved and best heel of the year. Like I was just mentioning about he does his heel job right because people boo him so much, he gets a reaction out of the crowd. Dominic Mysterio bags 2 awards at the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards 2023. Moving on now, like I said, pro wrestling has faces and heels. Well, he is the worst face of the year 2023, and the winner is... Here comes the money! Shane McMahon. That botch at WrestleMania, and Snoop Dogg did an epic job of covering up, but that botch. This. I don't even want to say anything more. Just don't. Just put that away. Now, best face of the year 2023 at the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, as voted for by you guys, goes to... You know whose game it is. Will everybody say it with me? L.A. Knight. Yeah! LA Knight racking up the second award of the evening. I think it was the best catchphrase of the year award he won just earlier on, and now the best face of the year award. So 2 awards racked for Dominic Mysterio, 2 awards racked for LA Knight. This was their year. This was indeed their year. LA Knight, Dominic Mysterio, I can even go as far as saying Jey Uso. This was their year. Now moving on to the worst tag team or stable of the year, as voted for by you guys in the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards for the year 2023, goes to LWO, Latino World Order. I don't know. I thought they were okay, especially when they were a full band of Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar, Walking Wild, I think it is, and the other dude, Raul, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Well, he was Raul Mendoza. I don't know what he is now. Zelina Vega, and then later on Carlito, which led to the breakup of this stable. But you guys voted for this. I have no comments. I guess the pickings were slim for worst tag team of the year because a lot of them were doing quite well this year. Let's be honest. Again, if you don't agree with the awards, should have voted, man. Next year we'll do this all over. We run it back. It's an annual tradition. It's an annual December year-end tradition. We do it every year at Pro Wrestling Central. We've done it for the last 7 years straight. This is the 7th consecutive year. Next year will be the 8th consecutive year. Vote, man, vote. And then you can maybe, if you get majority votes, if you share with enough people and tell them to vote for who you want them to vote for, you may see what you wanted to get voted. Moving on to the best tag team or stable of the year 2023. This was undisputed. The Judgment Day. Let's be honest, they did a lot this year. Rhea won the Women's World Championship. Damian Priest became center on Money in the Bank. Dominic Mysterio won the North American Championship, NXT North American Championship, I think on 2 different occasions. Twice. He's a 2-time champ over there. Finn Balor and Damian Priest, the tag team champs. They got JD McDonough running around with them. R-Truth just recently trying to get in the group. Judgment Day. This was 2023 was the Judgment Day's year. Undisputedly, they dominated 2023 as a collective team, as a collective stable. Getting closer to the end of the list as we count down to the individual awards now, and this one is for the worst female wrestler of the year 2023 as voted for by you guys at the 7th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, and it goes to Ronda Rousey. Clearly she doesn't give a damn about her reputation, as her theme song in WWE suggests. Yeah, I know she just recently joined, I think it was Ring of Honor, she made a debut there. But her run in WWE, especially this last 2 years, is horrendous. It was fun when she first joined. You know, when she made an appearance at WrestleMania 31 with The Rock in 2015 and then officially joined WWE in 2018. Excuse me, I think it was either Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber of 2018, sorry. And then she tag teamed with Kurt Angle against Stephanie McMahon and Triple H at that year's WrestleMania. She was hot then. Now, not so much. And she just talks a lot of trash about pro wrestling. She was just in it for the money and the fame. Just something, just like a vanity project she wanted to accomplish to add to her resume. That's all it was. Moving on along to the best female wrestler of the year 2023 at the 7th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, as voted for by you guys, goes to... She truly deserves this. Rhea freaking Ripley. I know I just used freaking, and it's not Seth Rollins, it's Rhea Ripley, but damn. Rhea bloody Ripley. She deserves this. Kick back to about a year or two ago, I think it was 2021, and I mentioned it on a Major Players predictions video. She was the least improved of that year. 2 years later, here she is. Rhea Ripley. Not most improved, but best female wrestler of the year 2023 at the 7th annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards, as voted for by you guys, Rhea bloody Ripley, and she bloody deserves it. Best, like there's no other female wrestler in the year 2023, in my opinion as well. Like, I agree with what you guys voted for. She deserves this. She really does. Moving on to the men's side of the coin, and now we present to you the worst male wrestler of the year 2023, and it goes to Top Dollar. I just want to preface this, no disrespect. I know this man is going through some medical issues right now. I wish you all the best. We at PWC, from our fans and from PWC as our family, wish you a speedy recovery. Hope you get well soon. But unfortunately, fans are not adding to you. You won Worst Pro Wrestler of the Year 2023. If you remember, this guy botched a suicide dive, and he claims that suicide dive changed his life. His legs failed him, and he found out why. And now he can, focus on his health issues and get himself sorted out. So, speedy recovery, man. Now, on to the Best Male Wrestler of the Year award. And the winner is... the Best Male Wrestler of the Year 2023, as voted for by you guys in the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Award, goes to... the Ring General, Gunther. The longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in modern history. I'm not sure, probably of all time. Gunther. This man just oozes what a pro wrestler should be. He deserves this award. He deserves to be the best male wrestler as voted for by you guys at the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards for the year 2023. Gunther's the man. This was his year as mid-card champion. He made that Intercontinental Championship matter, and he made it one of the most important parts of the show. He really elevated it. He treated it not like a mid-card, he treated it like a world title. And now we move on to the penultimate, the second last award presented for this 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards for the year 2023, as voted for by you guys, and it is for the worst match of the year. And it goes to Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler MMA Rules retirement match at WWE SummerSlam 2023. The match where Ronda Rousey retired from WWE. I don't want to say anything. Just go and watch this if you haven't. And then you'll come back and you'll realize why people have voted this as the worst match of the year 2023. Just an absolute disaster. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The final award of the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards for the year 2023, as voted for by you, goes for the best match of the year 2023. And it goes to, the winner is, voted for by you guys, Gunther versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship at WWE Raw 21 August 2023. I understand why this match is here. There were a lot of good matches this year. This was tough to pick one. There were a lot of good matches, not just from Gunther and the Intercontinental Championship, but in all of WWE, all of AEW, all of New Japan. And you guys had to choose one. A majority voted for this match. If you haven't watched this match, go onto YouTube, go to WWE's channel, go to WWE's YouTube and watch this match. Just, I think they have the full match on there. You should watch it. Like, this match just, this is professional wrestling. Gunther versus Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship at WWE Raw 21 August 2023 is professional wrestling defined in the year 2023. And that's why you guys voted it as the best match of the year 2023. So, that does it. There you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. That is the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards for the year 2023, as voted for by you. Like Pro Wrestling Central says, we are for the people, by the people, which means the power was in your hands. So to those who voted, thank you once again. I base it off the majority votes. And there you have it. So I hope to see you guys. We'll do this again next year, same time, same place, same channel. For the 8th consecutive year, we will have the 8th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards. So next year, when we do release the voting ballots, go ahead, vote, share the voting link, get as many of your friends as you can to vote on what they felt was the best and worst of pro wrestling in the year 2024, which will be next year, and we'll do it again next December. December 2024 will be the next awards. But for the next year, we hope all greatness in the world of pro wrestling. Whatever wrestling promotion it is you watch, we love professional wrestling. We are for the people, by the people. I have been your host, Nashville, the CEO of PWC, your boy Nashville, and this has been the 7th Annual Pro Wrestling Central Awards for the year 2023, as voted for by you guys. We are for the people, by the people. We are PWC. We are Pro Wrestling Central. Thank you.